Just what is so funny about pancreatic cancer?
There's nothing funny about pancreatic cancer.
That's Debbie Schwartz.
The disease is like a joke. We finally know what's wrong with you. The bad news is it's going to kill you.
That's Debbie's brother. In 1998, their father, Bob, was diagnosed, battled, and died from pancreatic cancer.
The first casualty in my family when my father was diagnosed was his sense of humor.
When Bob died, it seemed all the joy and magic of his being left the Schwartz family in darkness. And that's why Debbie and her brother, along with family and friends, and these comedians...
I understand it's the annual Hopewell Junction E-Harmony Convention.
in conjunction with the Lustgarten Foundation, are making a difference.
We're doing it, man. We're hanging out for a good cause, having a couple, right?
By standing up to pancreatic cancer and remembering Bob.
Any guy you see in a Home Depot or Bed Bath & Beyond or Target on Sunday during football season got caught cheating.
With laughter.
We decided to raise money through laughter because my father had a great sense of humor.
I have a bar mitzvah certificate that says you want to win.
My father used to say, remember me with a smile or don't remember me at all.
They struggled to memorialize him in a way that would honor his spirit in a way that he would have loved.
He would not want us remembering him mourning and grieving and sad.
It took 12 years to form the Bob Schwartz Memorial Fund and the Remembering Bob with Laughter Cure Pancreatic Cancer event.
He would want us to laugh and remember him with smiles.
If you've ever sold old jewelry to get a new tattoo, your church has a rolled down gate. If you were older than your uncle, get him.
Debbie says he would approve of the fund as a way to support finding a cure for the disease that claimed his life, but knowing his impatience with procrastination would probably ask, what took you so long?
Work hard, you'll have the American dream. Now you want the American dream? You gotta find a Chinese guy who's sleeping and break into his dream like in the movie Inception. Really? You got your son playing soccer? Let me guess, he sucked at football, basketball, and baseball. And he just said, you know what, let him run around a little bit.
I was also a very ugly kid growing up. Anybody here is an ugly kid?
You know why they call them soccer moms? Because dads are too embarrassed to drop their kids off.
All proceeds from the evening go to the Lustgarten Foundation, where 100% of every donation is dedicated to research.
Right now, that's the most important thing.
The Lustgarten Foundation was created to advance research related to the diagnosis, treatment, cure, and prevention of pancreatic cancer.
I knew about Lustgarten because Mark Lustgarten died the same year as my dad.
A former Cablevision executive who died at the age of 52 from pancreatic cancer. And to date, has provided more than $42 million in support to find early detection methods, better treatments, and ultimately, a cure.
When my father was diagnosed, I went to the library and researched it. It just said to prepare the family for the patient's death.
When it comes to pancreatic cancer research, the bad news is that there is very little good news.
When you get diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, you got 6 months, and some people make it a little longer. And my father had 4 months, you know, and that was long enough for us to get adjusted to the inevitable.
He had never been sick, ever. He had never been in the hospital. He had never stayed home from work. So to see your father go from healthy, how you've always known him, to devastatingly sick, like sick. Like he looked like he was 72 when he died and he was 57.
Because he suffered. There was no two ways around it.
But you don't know. You don't know.
People. I was home the other day,
Knock on the door.
it's this old lady from downstairs.
She says, I want to invite you guys to the Bible study.
So I said, well, we're Jewish. Figuring that would get us out of it. She's like, oh no, don't worry, we started at the beginning.
When you hear memorial, everybody thinks sad. This is a comedy night. People laugh. This is a good time.
You know, there's no more birthdays, there's no more Christmases with him. So it's his day, it's his night. For everybody else and for the Lustgarten, it's raising money. For me, it's all about my dad.
So when a disease comes to a seemingly hopeless case of life or death, is laughter the best medicine?
For healing, yeah.
I wish it was the best medicine for pancreatic cancer. It isn't, but it's going to get money to find the medicine for pancreatic cancer. But it's better to laugh about it than cry about it.
But if my wife leaves the house before I do in the morning, like, I don't wear pants that day. Right? Are you picturing that? Is that why you're laughing?